Hi everyone, Scott Weaver with Air Gunner Reviews. Today we're going to walk through the Diana Model 48. This is the .22 model and it has the side lever cocking. And so a couple of noted things, a couple of things right off the bat that I didn't care for. Surprising because it got such great reviews, and it is an awesome gun. I really do love it. But you're going to notice the weight. The weight on this with the scope, it came in around, I think it was 10 pounds, 8 ounces. So that's a little over a pound more than my Benjamin Marauder with the scope. It makes it a fairly heavy gun. So if you're in the woods, you're going to get tired a lot quicker. And we talk about balancing, this is more like dead weight than it is balancing. So keep that in mind. The other thing is you have to buy this mount with it, and don't put the scope on without it, because I did and it didn't come out very well. This is the DNT06. It's a scope elevation and compensator mount, and it's made for the T06 trigger, which is the new trigger that the RWS have. So keep that in mind. I think it should be included, but it's not. So you really want to get that. Don't make the mistake I did and buy the one-piece scope mount, because without the compensator, you're not going to get the accuracy with it. Trust me, I've tried it, and you really don't. I use the Premier's 14.3 hollow point, and I will tell you something. They're pretty accurate in this gun. Just about as accurate as these jumbo heavy exact, which also was very good with it. My first impressions though on this, when I first got it, I'm used to a brake barrel, and of course I'm left-handed, but with the brake barrel, you know, you're going to come over like this over the top. I will tell you, I had a hard time with this side lever cocking, and you probably will at first. Give yourself a chance, because my first impression on this gun is like, oh my God. First, it was very heavy. Like you're just like this, and you're just like, ugh. And then you kind of have to fumble. You know, you keep your hand down here, you keep it up here. Do I grab it this way? Do I grab it this way? What's the best way? Well, you will figure this out. Give yourself about you know, a day's worth of cocking this, and you will enjoy it. It does loosen up. It is very hard the first probably 40-50 pulls. After that, it's fine. And you'll also get yourself into a system on how to place it and where to place it, and you'll get used to it. Trust me on that. Another point I would like to make, Newman, go play. My yellow lab, by the way, is when you're pulling this down and you're cocking. I did this the very first time. I went and I cocked it, and then there's this little lever right here, and you're supposed to push down on it and bring it back. I'm pushing down, nothing. Why isn't it going? Well, I realized I didn't pull it all the way down. So make sure that you pull it, and you'll hear it click, just like that. It's a little click. Once you hear that, then push the lever in, and then return it back, and you're all set. And of course, it's got the automatic safety. I like the automatic safety with it, but make sure you do that, because I totally screwed that up, and I'm referring back to the manual, what happened. So keep those things in mind. And it did take me a full day of shooting this before I really liked it, and now I just love this rifle. And I think you will too. I love the stock on it. The only thing I don't really like, which is my own fault, I don't care for my scope. It's a very basic scope. I'm going to have to get a much better one. The Chrony test came out very well. We're going to go over that today. We're also going to go over some accuracy. And other than that, I think you'll enjoy this gun. I think everybody should have at least one PCB air rifle and one Springer of some sorts. And this is a real classic right here, and I highly recommend it. So let's get one other thing I forgot to mention about this is the trigger, the new T06 trigger. Love the trigger. two-stage trigger. What sets this up a little bit differently is how slow you pull it, and then when you're ready, because it's two-stage, when you hit the first stage and you bottom out and you go to the second stage, it is beautifully smooth. There's nothing jerky about it, and it's one of the reasons why you should pick up an RWS, because it has a fantastic trigger. So I just wanted to throw that in. The new triggers are awesome. I've got a couple. I've got the RWS 34, which I also like, but it's the old one with the T05 on it. Still a very nice trigger, but the T06 really is a super trigger. Alright, we're out here now. We're going to do some chronographing on the RWS Model 48. And our first set of pellets that we're going to be using are the Premier 14.3. So let's begin seeing how we do on the power portion here. Shot 1 is 833. $829. $826. Shot 4 is 827. Very even numbers here. Shot 5 is 821. Shot 6 is 815. Gonna give it one more. 7-shot string here. $821. So let's take a look at what that gives us here. Okay. 815. 821. 827. 826. 829. 833. We have a high of 833. A low of 815 and an average of 824, extreme spread of 18, and the deviation is 6. Whoops, and then I press it for the error. Anyhow, that's what we're looking at, and it's great. So let's go ahead and we're going to chrony the other pellets now. Okay, now we're going to use the Exact Jumbo Heavy. They are 18.13 grain, and let's see how these match up on the Chrony. $723. It's about 100 feet per second difference. It's amazing how a little heavier pellet does that. Duplicate, exact, 723. $722. What a gun, I'll tell you. What a gun this is. It's amazing. Shot 4 is 723. $731. Duplicate, 731. Let's give it one more. $732. Unbelievable. Okay, now let's look this over here. That's what we got. We have 732, 731, 731, 723, 722, 123, 123. A high of 732, a low of 722, an average of 726, extreme spread of 10, and just a deviant of 4. So that is awesome for a gun. Very awesome. Alright, so we're going to do the accuracy test. We're using the Premier hollow point 14.3 grain pellets, and let's just give it a try and see how close we can come to those little dots. Try that one more time.
Oh no, not too bad.